What about dia? So, your uncle. What's wrong with him?
He's possessed.
As in the devil?
Something like that. He says a dark man is following him, watching him at all times.
What do you make of it?
It's nonsense, of course. But I'd be lying if I said it didn't bother me. You see, it runs in my family.
Possession?
No, Detective. Deteriorating melancholy. Practically every member of the Hartwood family is driven mad before they grow old.
But Jeremy didn't kill himself. Is that why he's at your setup?
Despite being convinced that he is truly possessed, he decided to put his last chips on Dr. Gray and his psychoanalysis, figuring he might stumble upon some cure.
You mentioned the letter.
I received a disturbing letter from Jeremy accusing the staff and all the other patients of being involved in some cult. And now they are also out to get him.
Could it be real? Or is it all just in his head?
It's a story he tells himself, Mr. Carnby. Anything to avoid the truth.
Which is?
That we're all terribly insignificant. That people mean so very little to one another. That there is no one out to get Jeremy Hartwood because he isn't worth getting.
And here we are.
My uncle's not well, Mr. Carnby. I want to make sure he's all right.
Then what's my part in this? You couldn't get a cab?
I just wouldn't feel safe going alone. Did you bring a gun?
Yeah. You think it'll actually come to that?
No. But you might need to wave it around depending on how agreeable the staff will be.
What exactly are we gonna do when we find Jeremy?
I don't know. Let's just find him first. Hello? Hello?
Looks abandoned.
It can't be. There has to be someone around.
Wait here. I'll go around back. Now what do we got here?
Combi, why am I hearing from Gloria Allen that you got some job at the loony bin? You better not be thinking of paying her off before me. I don't want to take you for a ride, so get me my money. I'll be at the Maccabean all night if you score some dough. Obed Morton. Combi, why am I hearing from Gloria Allen that you got some job at the loony bin? You better not be thinking of paying her off before me. I don't want to take you for a ride, so get me my money.
Nah, I'm not getting in there. key. Huh? What? Nah, I'm not getting in there. That's one big tree to fit inside a conservatory.
Don't mind if I do.
Every day your silence weighs a little heavier. It's been a difficult year for everyone, and many have lost all hope. I read in the papers about people suffering. Pictures of dust-covered landscapes without a drop of water. I wish I knew if you were still tending the earth or if you had turned your back against us. I have started to look for help elsewhere. I pray you will tell me if I am going down a path that you find disagreeable. With help from Baptiste and Charlotte, I found comfort in the practice of the voodoo. I have long been skeptical of that Caribbean cult, but it's been of good use to me. It seems all harmless in my book. I say some words dreamt up by the Creoles, and I carry around a small pocket of gris-gris. Nothing of this is mentioned in the Bible, of course, but the French Quarter priestess tells me it's all connected. She says the Christian God is just one more perspective on the creator of things. That's what I like to think, but the other way around, that the spirits of her faith are just aspects of you, our Heavenly Father. I am so grateful for the words you gave Mr. Hartwood. We will sing your praises at St. John's Eve. The world will be blessed soon again. Only the sacrifices of the Old Testament compare to your demands. Let it be the truth. A mother of earth, wood, and dirt. A mother of 1,000 young.
Sacred Sand, $1. Black cat oil, $1.50. Devil shoestrings, a quarter. That makes $2.75, madame.
What was that you were telling the doctor? A goat without horns. What does that mean?
Ah, you must have misheard me, madame. I said no such thing.
Please. I know I don't look like any of you, but I'm devout. I'm ready to do what it takes.
Do not be so eager to sacrifice the few things you have left, madame. Now please, leave my store.
A goat without horns. Every day your silence weighs a little heavier. It's been a difficult year for everyone, and many have lost all hope. I read in the papers about people suffering. Pictures of dust-covered landscapes without a drop of water. I wish I knew if you were still tending the earth or if you had turned your back against us. I have started to look for help elsewhere. I pray you will tell me if I am going down a path that you find disagreeable. With help from Baptiste and Charlotte, I found comfort in the practice of the voodoo. I have long been skeptical of that Caribbean cult, but it's been of good use to me. It seems all harmless in my book. I say some words dreamt up by the Creoles, and I carry around a small pocket of gris-gris. Nothing of this is mentioned in the Bible, of course, but the French Quarter priestess tells me it's all connected. She says the Christian God is just one more perspective on the creator of things. That's what I like to think, but the other way around, that the spirits of her faith are just aspects of you, our Heavenly Father. I am so grateful for the words you gave Mr. Hartwood. We will sing your praises at St. John's Eve. The world will be blessed soon again. Only the sacrifices of the Old Testament compare to your demands. Let it be the truth. A mother of earth, wood, and dirt. A mother of 1,000 young.
What was that?
Please do not touch the boiler. It is working after all. While the sabotage has caused a leak, only the decorative plate has been completely ruined. Let's wait for Mr. Chance to turn up and he can take a look at the leak. Mr. Waits.
That's a safe. Huh. Hey.
Sunday, June 22nd. I spent all day looking for Jeremy. I should have cared for the others, but I'm scared that he will do something irreversible. Cassandra is upset that I didn't give her the latest shipment of pain medication that Waits brought from the post office yesterday. I would have given it to her, but the company didn't send a new key this time around, so the box is just sitting there on my desk. They must have figured we had plenty of their gimmicky keys by now. I only remember seeing one lately. Grace was playing with it inside the grand parlor. Unless it turns up by itself, it will have to wait. I have to figure out where Jeremy is. I think Jack knew something. That dog of his found a strange rot permeating the house. She's showing us, he said. Like those blots and streaks of fetid rot was talking to him.
Desetto, the old plantation building, was ready to fall, but kept alive by some starry-eyed carpetbagger called Dr. Gray. Seeing how the staff couldn't even be bothered with answering the door, Detective Comby figured they would just head inside and grab Jeremy. He just needed to open the front door for Emily first, so she could talk to her uncle.
I need the key. I need the key.
It's wedged shut. It's wedged shut. It's wedged shut. Looks important.
I need the key.
Thanks.
What are you doing? Who are you?
Whoa, pardon me, excuse me. My name is Edward Carnby, private investigator. I hope you don't mind we let ourselves inside.
I do mind. This is private property. You can't just barge in here.
I'm sorry about all this, but I'm looking for my uncle. It's urgent, and no one was answering the door.
We can't hear you knocking anymore. None of us can. Who is your uncle, darling?
Jeremy. Am I right? She has that Hartwood glue, doesn't she?
That's right. I'm Emily Hartwood. I just came to make sure my uncle is all right.
Well, he is unavailable right now. You will have to come back another day.
Unavailable how? Is he sleeping? We can wait.
He's lost.
Don't I know you from somewhere?
Who's your man again, Miss Hartwood?
My name's Edward Carnby, private investigator.
Splendid.
Enough! All of you! Get back to your rooms! McCarthy, keep your eyes on the child. And you two, please leave immediately.
Look, we're not here to cause any trouble. Just let us see the old man, satisfy the curiosity of my client here, and we'll be off.
Jeremy has gone missing. There's no need to worry, but it might be some time before he turns up. The whole staff is looking for him.
What? He ran off?
I don't have time for any of this. Please, come back tomorrow.
All right, in that case, we'll just wait in his room. You don't mind, do you? It's upstairs, right?
Wait, you can't.
Don't worry, we'll be discreet.
In the corridor. It's the first door on your left. I'll tell Dr. Gray you're here.
Excellent. Thank you, madam. All right, here we are.
Let's look around. See if we can dig up any clues.
I'm not done here yet.
Yeah, Alone in the Dark. The rich atmosphere is dope. It's got such rich atmosphere, this game. It's a remake of a PlayStation 1 game.
Every night the dark man stands opaque at the threshold of my room, counting the days until my spirit spills out of my tired shape. Only his pallid mask shelters my remaining sanity. Staring directly into the face of that demonic sultan would surely sunder time itself. Would he have looked the same to my father as he struggled for his life? Does his veiled face haunt my niece quite the same way? I wish so that I could rest my soul in that sunburnt convent of Teruel. Would I find you there, Juan? Or Senora Perosi, back from the beyond?
Yeah, I love that. I love that
I'd
one.
hide from him, moving from one misshapen memory to another. Scenes conjured out of fantasy and delirium. Places I struggle to even paint. I wish I understood your death, Signora. Is there anything I could do for you but bury you in that bleak necropolis? That triumphant chapel rising above the ledges and the oven vaults shall be your sepulchre, where you may rest, and I shall weep. How did you first come to understand such things, Signora? How did you know that the battered boil in the basement would lead me to Lafayette Cemetery? Or how the old upstairs clock, with its astronomical motifs, would take me to that hateful mound outside of Claremont Harbor? Those are my memories, my past. Is there perhaps a chance, if ever so small, for me to see Tarawaya? Oh, I want that more than anything. Please, let my talisman take me there. Let me sit with Juan under his Bodhi tree. Despite having sold me that talisman, Miss Jackson, the voodoo priestess, revealed none of her secrets to me. That's why I had to travel to Tonka. Instead, she cruelly told Baptiste, my caretaker, that he would be betrayed and killed in the most awful way, that the one he loved would pierce his thigh with a sharp spear, and that he would be devoured by his own mother. What a terrible thing to say.
It's funny you say Jesus reference. I just found a Bible earlier in this game about a Christian woman who turned to Caribbean voodoo, and she was like getting indoctrinated by voodoo and saying to Heavenly Father, this voodoo, even though it's not in your ways, I just think it's all the same. Some shit like that. Still, it's very much about Christians that have been tempted by alternate cultures and practices because they have melancholy, they have like mental illness or depression, so they turn into different remedies. So this whole institute seems to have turned towards this pharaonic figure called the Dark Man. But it started off with voodoo and some kind of dark magic practices. It's dope.
The people of Deseto are becoming dangerous. They do not understand what they are doing. I must do something to stop them. I tried talking to Dr. Gray, but he confuses my worries. He's caught up in treating me. How can he expect evil to be cured with medicine and conversation? The orderlies, the housekeeper, and the patients are all deranged. They will call upon evil to enter this world. All will be lost. Everything. Unless I can find the clerk, Mr. Waite. He seems to be a clear-thinking man. Maybe Beauregard. The Dark Man offered me a prison, and I accepted. I signed that miscarried contract and entered the Dark Pact. Everyone is safe, except for me.
I'm playing it in old school mode. Basically, they give you option for playing modern mode or old school mode. So old school mode doesn't help you with puzzles. It relies on your intuition to figure out clues for puzzles. So I want it to feel like a throwback.
I found a book full of peculiar notes. Have you heard of something called Tarawaya?
No. What's that?
I might be reading too much into this, but I think it's the place he wants to go to.
Oh, okay. Sounds like a clue.
Basically, this woman, her family, mental illness runs in her family. So before they grow old and decrepit, they kind of all go mad, basically. Her family. So her uncle Jeremy is in a psychiatric facility, like a olden day psychiatric facility, and he's been sending letters to her saying that he's seeing someone, this dark man, and she's worried about him. So his niece comes to the private detective, this guy, and they're trying to find out what's wrong with him. Well, they're trying to find out if they can take him away from this place, because it seems to be making him worse. So I literally just started this game like 30 minutes ago.
Hey, you know anything about this? Looks like some sort of talisman.
No, I don't. Oh, help me out here, will you?
I would kill the guy, throw some of this stuff out. I'd be crazy too if I had this much junk lying around.
Oh, wow. That's striking. I want to save this one. All right, come on. I want to go see Dr. Gray. Come on, let's go.
Yeah, I'm coming. Miss Hartwood. Emily? What the hell is going on? Where am I?
She gone. You can fill in for Toshi while he's asleep. I love these hardboiled detectives. There is an LA noir vibe here because of the time period it's set. You might like this one. It takes place in Southern America. I can't organically type like Toshi. You have to think about it. Yeah. You have to think, what would he say here? But there's so much rich environmental storytelling, detective stuff. Oh, talking of Jesus imagery. You're right on the money. This was not there before. Cole Thorpe's badge 1247. This guy's a private investigator. him and Cole Phelps will get along really well. Oh dear. This is a double A game. It's got a bit of jank, but looks nice. Oh dear. I'll be transported to one of his memories. Oh crap. Oh. Oh crap. Oh, dude. Okay. The camera's way too close. The camera's way too close. Whoa, easy mate. The camera's way too close. Come back, Jackie. Okay. He is completely off. This doesn't have Resident Evil 2's level of control. Yeah, it's a bit janky, the combat. That's fine. The game doesn't overemphasize combat. Yeah, it draws it in way too close. Let me see if the FOV, if I change the FOV, hold on. Display, field of view. We change it to 90, let's see what happens. Yeah, a little bit better now. Random swamp monster appears, doesn't matter now. I think he's wondering if this is fictional or real. Do it 80. He's probably questioning his own sanity right now.
I can't go that way.
Wow, that's dope. These streets look great. Look at the vibes. Great, these streets look.
What the hell is going on?
This is one of the latest Sherlock Holmes programs, yeah. It looks a lot like that. Johnny the Conqueror, Roots of Medicine.
Don't let them get inside, compare. They're not the good kind.
Is this your store?
There are no owners here. We both strangers in Jeremy's story.
Jeremy did this. How?
The pact with the Dark Man. Jeremy warned us, but we didn't think much of it.
I'm Detective Edward Carnby. I was hired by Jeremy's niece to find him.
Oh, yeah? How much she paying you?
$150.
She's sure getting her money's worth tonight. Are you a thinking man, compare?
Not if I can help it.
You know, I think Jeremy's hiding in a way we can't find him. He has this juju necklace that guides him.
The talisman?
That's right. It's some magic charm he got from Miss Jackson down the street.
The voodoo priestess?
You know surprising things, compare. Yeah, the Mama Loa. Here, take the key. I locked the gate to save her place from all the ghouls and goblins getting inside. Maybe if you go there, you can find some clues to show you the way.
Thanks. I'll have a look.
Wow, what? He's the magical Negro that helps people, helps a white man in everything. There are 3 keys on this chain. One that opens up to Miss Jackson's place. Then there are 2 belonging to DeSeto. One for the clerk's office, one for the library. Nice. Wow, this guy really helped me out. He was armed more. We must ban guns right now. Look how scared he got, his reaction to the black dude. It tells you about the times they live in. Like, for him to be that terrified, this white guy, is actually reflective of the times that they lived in. It's like pre-70s, you know? Preserved reptile. So basically, you find items in one person's playthrough, but you can't complete the set until you play the woman's side of the playthrough. So you can play as either the woman or the man, but they want you to play the woman's campaign to collect the rest of the collectibles, and then you unlock the true ending of this game, which encourages you to. And you get to see things from our perspective. Black Panthers fight patrolling the neighborhood with rifles, and Reagan, governor of California, made sure to ban open carry. Yeah, you can't have to let the blacks have guns, man.
You want to come along?
Nah, I'm gonna stay here for a while.
I think, let me double check what era this is. This is, 1930. Wait, does that say 1930? This is. Yep, 1930. Yeah, what's going on here? Yeah, I love fedora hats. It's going. I wish we could bring them back. Wish we could bring them back.
I can't go that way.
Make sure I don't miss many collectibles. People had style back then, unlike the degeneracy called fashion today. Yeah, I don't even know. You can never really tell where fashion, like, it is derived. Like, where does it come from? Some people say, oh, Europeans adopted it from Italy or France, like French fashion. It got adopted and it got hybridized. The fashion we have today just makes no sense. Torn trousers, half-cut jeans, silver fucking sparkles and fucking rainbow-colored pom-pom bells sticking around. Like, makes no sense. It's just nonsense. It's clown. It's literally clown world. Clown world shit. Farmers market, man. Those are the newspapers and them swamp monsters. Yeah. Okay, let me just make sure I'm not missing no collectibles. I don't want to use a guide. I just want to immerse myself in this world and make sure I find everything. Let's see what's down here. Ooh, if you go to the stock pages, they'll die of Great Depression. The Great Depression. Oh yes, I found a pipe.
Nice.
Come on, oh shit. Oh, it's broken. Fuck. Okay. Yeah, this franchise, the old PlayStation 1 game, was more of an adventure game. a point and click, not point and click, but an adventure game. So the combat was never the focus of it. So I guess they've modernized it now. Okay, he's doused. Okay, so sometimes these balls douse them, sometimes they don't. There's RNG. You can set them alight. Looks like... Oh. There's another one. I set him ablaze. Okay, he's dead already. I don't need to... I love that the way he heals is that he drinks from a hip flask. Alcohol from a hip flask. That's dope. Oh wow, what's this? Nice. Some whiskey. Hatchet. Nice.
I can't go that way.
Alright, I'll check this out. Yeah, hatchet's the best thing. Do I have a map of this? No map. But it does seem as though whatever pact that Jeremy made with the Dark Man, he's brought everyone into his world. He sucked everyone into his world, the people, the residents of the psychiatric facility. Make sure I don't miss nothing. Good. Even brought the black guy along. How progressive of him. Wow, that's a little foray into... Nice little foray into the unknown.
Oh.
The hell kind of ceremony they been doing here? Oh fuck. It's so finicky, the aiming on that. What did I even throw at this thing? What did I even throw at this guy? Isn't it supposed to set him alive? Oh fuck. Do not stop. I'm stuck on geometry right now. I was stuck on the corner. Stuck on the corner of geometry. Yeah, this is really janky, this game. It doesn't move right. And there's issues with targeting, like, things in the environment. Like, there, look, it just disappears. Hold on. There we go. I have to mash it. Even without my stick trip, this, I think it's a bit like janky. What is this? Yeah, it's up. This is supposed to set things alight, but it doesn't seem to do that for some reason. Yeah. There we go. There we go. That was what's supposed to happen. You set things alight. I guess it's a double A game. I'll give it a break. Oh fuck! What the hell is that? Okay, dude, give me a second.
My weapon broke.
Yeah, the environmental. He's glugging away his whiskey. Juju. Ugh. I'm finding all these ritual items. Yeah, this targeting for this does not work. It just works. Double A, man. They didn't have the budget that Rockstar had. Does it stay there? Let's hope it stays there. They could have implemented that a lot better.
I recognize this place. It's Miss Jackson's seance parlor. Let's see if she's got any information on Jeremy's talisman.
How does he recognize this place? He's never been to her seance parlor. Interesting. How does he know where this is? How did he know any of these people? Seems like something is afoot.
It's the talisman, like the one in the painting.
In between there are doors. I wonder when we will meet the guaranteed racist character. There are no black mental people in this facility. I know that much. Use the talisman. These talismans help me go in and out. I don't know what people on Twitter would say about the talisman. It was used to guide aliens to land on the pyramids.
I think it's meant for the talisman.
Okay, 7 and 5.
I think it needs numbers, like coordinates. Maybe there's something in Jeremy's notes.
Coordinates, okay. Wait a sec. Oh, I see. Oh, this puzzle looks gonna look annoying as shit.
Talisman with black sunstone. An ancient navigational tool found inside a cheniere along the Bayou Tonk. The old grave was uncovered by oil riggers and said to have unleashed a vagabond devil that massacred its finders.
3 numbers are needed to span a bridge between the scapes of dream and memory, according to Stein. Not where I want to be, but it's a start. 3, 5, 8.
3, 5. Yeah. Which has become a talisman over time. 3, 5, 8. Okay. Where would this go? 3. Where would this 3? Okay, 3, 5. There, got it.
It's showing something. A place? Where is that?
It's a table. Oh, it looks like the table.
Huh.
Alright, good. Go through that door now.
Detective, I was wondering when you were going to show up.
The racist character.
Mrs. Thompson told me you were here. I understand you are working for Jeremy Hartwood's niece.
Yeah, I guess so. I mean, you're not wrong. We came here for her uncle. I just didn't expect... I didn't expect this. You are Dr. Gray, right?
That's right. You don't happen to have some identification, Detective. I'm not keen on having strangers prying into my business. Oh, Detective Edward Carnby, Decatur Street, New Orleans. Enjoying the Vieux Carré, Detective? Those old French quarters, the voodoo people, the gangsters. I'm sure you live an exciting life.
Well, it's not quite like the stories, Doc. Just trying to make a living.
Aren't we all making a living? Well, welcome to Deseto, Detective. I hope your time here will be useful. Now, what can I do for you?
Why don't you tell me where I can find Jeremy Hartwood?
Why wouldn't that make for a short visit? I wish I could tell you, but I'm afraid I don't know. A drink, Detective?
Anything brandy.
Oh, you do belong in the French quarters, Detective. Armagnac or cognac?
You know, just give me the cheap stuff. I'm not much of a connoisseur.
Having low standards is not a virtue, Detective. Let me see if I can broaden your perspective.
What can you tell me about Jeremy?
I wouldn't want to go into details about his condition. Doctor-patient confidentiality. I'm sure you understand.
Sure. But he is crazy. And he's gone missing. Why?
Here, try this.
Ooh, it's good. Got a bite?
It's called a sidecar. The trick is not to be afraid of the tartness of the lemon. And for goodness sake, don't overdo the triple sec.
Okay. What can you tell me about Jeremy?
Well, let me think. He is an anxious man, constantly worried about events not presenting themselves according to his model of predestination. He complains about things not being carried out in the right order, and that some things simply shouldn't be. Is any of this helpful to you?
Not really. I was hoping for some direction where to look next.
I'm sorry. I have nothing for you then. You should talk to my orderlies. They have been looking for him for a while now. I'm sure they would appreciate your help.
Yeah, I ran into Batiste earlier. Come to think of it, he might have given me a lead.
Oh, excellent. So your investigation is already underway.
I'm gonna go, but I'm sure we'll meet again.
Looking forward to it. Safe returns.
This doctor ain't sus at all. Young and me just give me brandy in my tea.
Detective Carnby, where did you go?
I was just talking to Dr. Gray.
You disappeared.
No, it's not what you think. Have you found anything strange going on here?
Yes. Everyone is being incredibly evasive and I can't figure out why.
No, I mean something you can't explain. Paranormal, even.
Detective, I really need you to get yourself together. I can't do this alone.
Forget it. I'll figure it out.
Do you want to come see Dr. Gray?
No, I want to try something. With this talisman, I think I can follow Jeremy to the place he mentioned in the book. What was the name? Do you remember something Spanish? Tarawea. Yeah, that's where I need to go.
Detective, are you gonna be all right?
Yeah, of course. Go talk to Dr. Gray. We'll rendezvous later.
Something ain't right with this guy. Something ain't. Doctor reminds me of Earl Grey. Hot.
This talisman brought me back from the French Quarter in the blink of an eye. If Jeremy can travel so easily, then he could be hiding anywhere, even Tarawea. If he can do it, so can I. I just need to figure out how the talisman works.
Rubber stamp. Okay, this whole manor can be explored. Through there. What's over in here?
I need the key.
Room key 6. Okay.
Dr. Elmore Lee Gray is DeSeto's chief doctor. Accounting and all administrative work is handled by me, Paul Waits. Magdalena Thompson, or Mags, is responsible for the household. Jean-Baptiste and Charlotte Tabois are responsible for keeping the guests' medical regimens in check. Finally, Jack Chance is our gardener, who can occasionally be seen in the conservatory, but is for the most part busy outside. There are currently 6 guests at Dosetto. Malcolm McCarthy and Ruth Tallant reside on the 1st floor. Jeremy Hartwood, Elisabetta Perosi, Grace Saunders, and of course, Cassandra Beauregard live on the 2nd floor.
Okay, Elisabetta Perosi with a key to her room.
Paul, you're right about the plates on the boiler and the clock. They have been sabotaged, and I think I know who did it. They have something to do with Jeremy's episodes and how he seems to disappear at night. Right now, it's important that you keep an eye out for any of the pieces. I want to find out if I can repair the plates. Let me know if you find any of them. Lottie.
Tell Lottie to take a look at the well in the kitchen garden.
Okay, I know what that is. Saw it earlier in the game.
There's no way I can get into this thing. Better leave it alone.
What if it's 358? Patient record.
Cassandra Beauregard, the beloved author. Very exciting, isn't it? What do you want to put down for reason for admission?
What her agent told us. Cassandra suffers from writer's block and needs to finish her moving picture script before the end of June. Mr. Chardot suggests Cassandra's heavy use of barbiturates is holding her back and risks ruining her career.
And how should we summarize her personal history?
Let's keep it short. Cassandra Beauregard is a beloved crime author who managed to pull herself out of poverty and into stardom. 5 years ago, she tried killing herself by jumping off a balcony. The incident left her a cripple, and now relies heavily on her wheelchair.
And for diagnostic impressions?
Cassandra suffers chronic back pain following her suicide attempt. She self-administers morphine to keep herself ambulant, but has become addicted, and the desired effect is now lost. The drug abuse clouds her mind, and she is unable to focus on real life. To save herself from this insight, she instead makes up stories to fill out the gaps in her own thought process, resembling the Korsakoff syndrome.
Oh, bravo, Doctor. How will you treat her?
First of all, she needs to be weaned from her drug addiction, and hopefully it will resolve her compulsive lying. Then look into permanently numbing her pain in her back through surgery. Finally, deal with her suicidal thoughts.
Fantastic. With such a short time before June, I really hope she gets better soon.
We will do what we can.
Grace Saunders, 11 years old. Reason for admission?
The mother insists on strict supervision by a proper gentleman to avoid further perversion of Grace's adolescence.
Personal history?
Grace's family possesses modest wealth and status. Her childhood seems ordinary, spending most of her time with private teachers and family friends. Grace's father recently passed away, leaving her mother the sole caregiver.
And diagnostic impressions?
Grace has trouble dealing with her father's death. She is willingly suppressing her feelings on the matter and isn't properly acknowledging the trauma she suffered.
Any planned treatment?
Grace needs nothing out of the ordinary. She simply needs parental guidance. Eventually, we can work on her feelings toward her father.
Thank you, Doctor. I'll finish the paperwork and get her installed. Malcolm McCarthy, 54 years of age. Reason for admission?
McCarthy admitted himself to Dosetto, stating simply that he needs some damn rest.
And personal history?
McCarthy claims he used to work as a lawyer in Baton Rouge, but says he can't go into details because of some legal dispute. His background remains largely a mystery, except for the occasional clue that he drops in conversation.
Huh. And diagnostic impressions?
McCarthy is an anxious man and an alcoholic. He often tells half-truths due to some deep-seated inability to trust other people.
And how will you treat that?
McCarthy will take some time to open up. Spending time with Jack's dog or the child should be good for him. Their harmless nature will help build his sense of trust.
Thank you, Doctor. Elisabetta Perosi, 33 years old? What should I put down as reason for admission?
Well, Perosi broke into Derceto and was found wandering the grand parlor. She was confused and suffered partial amnesia. She insisted she belonged here and offered to pay for her stay.
Right. What do you make of her story?
Perosi claims to have been a member of the Astarte artist colony some 20 years ago. A claim that seems contrafactual due to her young age. She looks to be and even thinks she is 33 years of age. That would make her a child at the time. It seems fair to say that Perosi's story is untrue, deliberately so or not.
Diagnostic impressions? Do you have anything?
Perosi's story is peculiar because she retracted her story about the artist colony. She no longer claims to be the same person as Elisabetta Perosi. However, my staff's research has confirmed there was a Perosi at that time who was in her early 30s.
I suppose this case will take some time to investigate. How will you go about it?
I wanted to contact the real Perosi, but it seems the whole colony disappeared one night. September 29th, 1915, during a hurricane. I will have to take it slow and figure out what this spell of impersonation could have been.
Oh, I'm sure it will all clear up eventually. Thank you, Doctor. Ruth Talon, 29 years of age. Reason for admission?
Ruth's father wishes that his daughter be removed from New Orleans nightlife for the foreseeable future. He fears that her overly free spirit is tarnishing the family's reputation.
Sounds simple enough. Personal history?
Ruth comes from considerable wealth. Her family owns several hotels and restaurants. Unlike the rest of the family, her sense of adventure has taken her around the world, including France during the Great War as a photojournalist. The last decade, she has provoked many rumors of being a debauched flapper, bordering on nymphomania.
And diagnostic impressions?
Despite her father's frivolous reasons for her to be admitted, Ruth does seem to provide an interesting case. She is refreshingly open and doesn't shy away from talking about her life during the war or her continuous celebration after returning to the States. She is admittedly a sexual deviant and feels no remorse.
And her treatment plan?
Simply staying at Derceto should do wonders for Ruth. If not, at least for her family's reputation. Ruth doesn't need to change, but with therapy I might be able to share with her some sympathy towards her family. I doubt she will settle down and become as dull as the rest of them, but at least she might try to be more discreet in the future.
Looks like all the patients are accounted for, except for Jeremy.
Yeah, stuff. Jeremy's gone missing.
Saw your notice in the boiler room. You should know Mr. Chance won't be coming back. I got no business being in there myself, but you can take a valve from the wine cellar if you want to try to stop the steam pouring out. Be careful.
Okay. This room is just giving me... I'm starting to believe Gray's hiding something. Yeah. He definitely is. He might be a cover. He might be a cover for the Dark Man. We might already be inside the Dark Man's world right now. Okay. So I know about the wine cellar. Hello, darkness, my off. Okay, Take it back.
Lost Plantations of Louisiana, Thierry Briclot, 1917. Derceto was a small plantation on the eastern shore of Lake Pontchartrain. The land was considered difficult for industry and was sold for only $30 to Elijah Pickford in 1818. Pickford employed hundreds of workers from nearby New Orleans to clear the woods and build a small plantation mansion facing the lake with a striking Greek Revival temple facade. Derceto kept a modest production of barrique tobacco and indigo that persisted up till the Civil War. During the antebellum era, Derceto was the source of many rumors concerning voodoo and witchcraft. People who traveled the lake reported seeing people dance at night in front of bonfires, bleating and wailing. On June 17, 1862, Captain J.W. Norton of the Union Army recounts leading a raiding party from ships anchored in Lake Pontchartrain in order to seize control of Derceto and free the slaves working there. The captain was surprised to find the workers fighting back with unprecedented zeal. Norton's account describes these men and women as enraged with fanaticism. Pickford reportedly tried to placate the raiders, but was shot in the confusion. Captain Norton left the mansion burning and retreated to his ships with his men. Derceto was left in ruins for several decades. The ownership of the land was long disputed and returned to the Ledoux family in 1901. Several police reports were filed during the following years as the Ledoux tried to get rid of a camp of squatters on their land. The police made several visits to remove the trespassers, but the people kept returning. On November 1st, 1907, Inspector Legras of the police charged a deadly attack in order to save several children kidnapped by the squatters. Many were killed, and even more were jailed. The following year, Ledoux rebuilt Derceto, incorporating the surviving stone foundation and adding a magnificent wrought iron conservatory. The farmland had been reclaimed by the surrounding woods, so it was no longer profitable to use as a plantation. Instead, the house was turned into an artist's colony. The Astarte Artist Colony was a successful group of artists, including figures such as painter Heinrich Cassel and poet Nora Keith. The group was also known for their beloved Mardi Gras crew called the Pirates of Pontchartrain. On September 29, 1915, a tropical hurricane tore through Louisiana, causing Lake Pontchartrain to flood New Orleans. Due to the remote location of Derceto, it took almost 2 weeks for outsiders to learn that the artist's colony was abandoned. The 12 residing artists had all vanished without a trace. The empty mansion of Derceto still stands on the shore of Lake Pontchartrain, with much of its temple facade intact. The Ledoux family currently has no intention of repairing the house.
Interesting. So maybe that chick who says that she's from the artist colony isn't lying. Maybe she was stuck in time or something. Interesting. I like it. They say that the guy who did the writing for this story in this game did the game called Soma, S-O-M-A, Soma. And apparently that game had amazing writing. Amnesia and Soma. So that's why the writing seems so good in this game. I've never played Soma. I think it's a PC thing or something.
Ooh.
Oh yeah, shotgun. How am I gonna get that out?
It's wedged shut.
Wedged.
What happened? Everything's normal again? Right.
We're getting transported into Jeremy's memory. Okay, let's start with... Wait, there was no way out here. Mummified cat. That's kind of fucked up. The mystery of the Seto Manor. Juicy. What is that? Nice. Shortcut.
Got it. Hey.
Hey, indeed. I'm glad the solution is always nearby. Skyrim lockpicking. Gotta raise the water level. Where's the water? Where does the water lead to? Turn the water on. There we go. There's the water. Intuitive puzzle there. Raise the water level so you can get what's there. Broken plate.
It's wedged shut.
stained. Looks like some kind of rot.
You know, Mr. Waits, I saw a piece of the plate that Liza broke. I think she's been hiding them. She's not very good at it. She just chucked it into the little room with all the tools behind the boiler. I left it there. I didn't want to embarrass her by picking it up while she was looking. We went upstairs instead and played backgammon. I let her win, because she's so unhappy. The piece looked like the one on display in Cassandra's room. You know about that one already, right? Or is your eyesight really that fuzzy? I hope you don't feel bad about your glasses. You only look stupid when you squint. Maybe if you had more eyes, you would see these things. I wish you had all the eyes you needed. Your best and favorite guest, Grace.
That's hilarious.
It's another plate for the talisman. Like the other one, it's broken and missing some pieces.
Okay, wine cellar.
What are you doing in my kitchen? I assure you. No,
I'm sorry.
I promise you. Mr. Hotwood is nowhere near my kitchen, and neither should you be. Don't make me kick you out of this house.
Sorry.
Now get out!
Yeah.
Conby was in shock, but also a little embarrassed. The housekeeper was furious to find him searching through the kitchen and had run him out of the room. There was something strange going on with her, but it didn't feel connected to the case, so he decided to stay out of her way. While Detective Conby was grateful to be back at Derceto, he was eager to test his hypothesis. After having suffered through that sinister world, dressed as the French Quarter, Jeremy's writing could be read much more literally. What if Jeremy used his talisman to actually visit those places he mentioned in the book? Conby felt certain that this was the answer. He wouldn't find Jeremy hiding inside Derceto. He would be in one of those other worlds. And to follow in his steps, Conby would have to investigate the old clock and the boiler and find out what part they played. Conby was in shock.
I need the key.
There's no way I can get into this thing. Better leave it alone. I need the key.
Let's go to room 6 then.
I need the key. This must be the clock that Jeremy wrote about in the commonplace book. Huh. Looks like the plate that held the talisman in the seance room. But it's broken and missing some pieces.
Let's say 21, 6.
I need the key.
Yeah, sorry, Detective. Didn't mean to obstruct justice or anything.
That's fine.
You know, I'm kind of busy with my own case of a missing person. I was wondering if you've seen Grace, a girl about yay high?
I can't say that I have. Why are you asking?
I'm looking for her.
Is she in trouble?
No. She's just hiding somewhere. We can't have a rascal like that running around unchecked at a time like this, you understand?
Well, I haven't seen her.
Well, let me know if you find her. I'll be around. I'll keep an eye out for your man, Jeremy. You scratch my back, Detective, and I'll scratch yours.
McCarthy reminded Detective Conby of an old barfly he used to know. He detested him. There was no getting around it. McCarthy was going to have a hard time getting on his good side.
Looks like everything's back to normal here.
Emily's here. Emily's here.
That's not a good drawing of Emily. That's a terrible drawing.
eccentric.
Interesting.
These paintings got some grim-looking rot on them.
Franklin Moses, William Arks. Nora Keith. No, no, no. No, no, I'm aiming at that one for fuck's sake. Oh, this aiming is gonna piss me off. There we go. I should have solved the puzzle.
What are these symbols? Looks like alchemy or star constellations.
I did it! I crossed the thresholds to my intended destination without a focusing device. My talisman now knows these roads, and I have no need for the plates. I can find my way to Lafayette as easy as I find my own room. I visited the grave of my father and seen the oven waiting for me. Thank you for opening these doors. I now must summon my courage and go back to that hateful mound outside the oil rig. I hope you'll be feeling better when I return. Jeremy.
Will I need to remember how to get them out again? They are locked up for good reason. I am sure she is still able to whisper the answer in the ears of the wrong people. But not for long. I will see her burned soon enough. That black goat will be sacrificed to put an end to it all. Then it will all be over. No more Terceto, and sadly, no Astarte. Those good pirates of Pontchartrain. May you still sail the lake, until you find the shores of Hali. Will I need to remember how to get them out again? They are locked up for good reason. I am sure she is still able to whisper the answer in the ears of the wrong people. But not for long. I will see her burned soon enough. That black goat will be sacrificed to put an end to it all. Then it will all be over. No more Terceto, and sadly, no Astarte. Those good pirates of Pontchartrain. May you still sail the lake, until you find the shores of Hali.
One Aquarius. 1. Okay, Aquarius, Sagittarius.
Will I need to remember how to get them out again? They are locked up for good reason. I am sure she is still able to whisper the answer in the ears of the wrong people.
Toshi, what up?
But not for long. I will see her burned soon enough.
Toshi, why are you so
That
late,
black
man?
goat will be sacrificed to put an end to it all. Then it will all be over. No more Terceto, and sadly, no Astarte. Those good pirates of Pontchartrain. May you still sail the lake, until you find the shores of Hali.
Okay, Aquarius, Sagittarius, Scorpio. What's that say? Yeah, Toshi, it's a fucking dope game. Aquarius. No, it's not lockpick. Because he's a 1930s private investigator, Toshi. 11110.
The Astarte Artist Colony. I remember hearing about their disappearance. Must have been 15 years or more now.
Okay. I think I understand this one. One 1110. Okay, who's one Cortez? Nora King, okay, wait. William, Frank, and Nora. William, 2. Frank, 9. William, 29. Wait, is that William R? William, Frank, Nora. Two, 9, 4. 2, 9, 4. I think I get it. These puzzles are really good. Okay, so these all represent numbers. So Aquarius is 1, Pisces is 2. So it's Pisces 2, 1, 2, 3. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So it's Pisces, Libra, and Taurus. This is a good puzzle. This is a I've turned on old school mode, Toshi, so the game doesn't give you no hints. gives you no hints. Where's Pisces one? Pisces, Libra. There we go. Got it. Holy shit, that was a fucking great puzzle, Toshi. That was a great puzzle. That's a damn good puzzle, Toshi. You know this actor. You know this actor. You know this actor.
What the hell is going on?
Stranger Things. Stranger Things, Sheriff. The sheriff from Stranger Things. Yeah, he's the main character.
I think I've seen this somewhere.
He has seen this.
There was something in the commonplace book about this.
Toshi Greatness.
Paul, you're right about the plates on the boiler and the clock. They have been sabotaged, and I think I know who did it. They have something to do with Jeremy's episodes and how he seems to disappear at night. Right now, it's important that you keep an eye out for any of the pieces. I want to find out if I can repair the plates. Let me know if you find any of them. Lottie.
Broken plates.
You know, Mr. Waits, I saw a piece.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do, Toshi. That's what I'm trying to do. I think I've made it. Right, I think it's the corners that are wrong. These corners that are wrong. It's gotta be, right? What am I doing wrong here? It looks right. This looks right, Toshi. What am I doing wrong?
I think the clock broke. Or maybe it just stopped at a very precise place.
Okay. We got 4, 6, 3. We got 3, 4, 6. 3, 4, 6. 3, 4, 6. Okay. Got it. One sec. Wait, let's go double check. 3, 4, 6. Yep. Yeah, I know. 4. There we go.
There's a picture in the black glass. It's showing me something. It's the hallway outside Jeremy's room.
Hallway outside Jeremy. What the fuck?
As his pride faded, Detective Conby was left with a feeling of unease. He had successfully managed to enter a whole new world. How could this be? And why did he accept this so readily? One thing was clear. There were no answers to be found by standing around questioning reality, knowing only what he read in the commonplace book. Conby headed off to look for Jeremy in the hateful mound.
Bloody hell, Dodgy. Bloody hell, Dodgy. Bloody hell, Dodgy. Did we do this? Did we do this?
Huh. I made it. I entered another one of Jeremy's memories. Ugh.
May 1923, Monday. All okay, ready for delivery. Maintenance, oil pump must be serviced. Any tampering causes large spills unless properly forestalled. Tuesday, shipment delayed but delivered. Maintenance, service bridge close to broken. Wednesday, prospectors reluctantly agreed to show the burial mound to Mr. Hopwood, a painter, who read about our finds in the papers. He means to return tomorrow and try to find a way inside. Thursday. Mr. Hopwood's efforts delayed. The workers seemed nervous about his presence. Hopwood promised not to return to the compound. Instead, he has taken up an offer by L'Officier, the riverboat captain, who means to pilot him to the site tomorrow morning. Hopefully that's the end, and work can resume. Maintenance. Bridge from the oil tower to the bayou has collapsed. Sabotage suspected.
This is the devil that guides us now.
Huh.
Spooky doll, Dodgy. Spooky doll. Spooky doll.
I need the key. Locked. There's something missing. There's something missing.
Buggy as fuck.
Got it. It worked.
There's something up there, for fuck's sake. Dude, there was something up there. I need to go back.
just need something to break it.
Terrible mechanic. Oh, easy, mate. What is this fucking combat?
There's gotta be a way to get to the other side. All right. Now what? Yeah, come on, Carnby. Wouldn't you rather fall to your death than go up in flames? It's the hateful mound Jeremy talked about in his book.
Spookus.
Don't come any closer. I'm armed.
Get that thing out of my face.
Who are you? What are you doing here?
I'm just a detective trying to find something called Teruea.
You're after Jeremy too? Why?
I'm working for his niece. She wants to make sure he's alright.
He might be unharmed, but far from alright. He's a curse upon Deseto.
Here we go again.
Quiet.
Oh, Christ in heaven.
It was a bust. The oil rig and the hateful mound led him nowhere closer to finding Jeremy. Conby was sure he had struck gold when he found Jeremy's bag, but it was just a trap set by Lottie, another of Deseto's orderlies. Things got out of hand real quick, but somehow Conby managed to find his way back to Deseto none the wiser. At least it was one item off his list. Now he had to figure out what to do with the boiler.
Reflections on the Power of the Verb in Certain Texts by Juan Luis Jorge. To act is in itself divine. Even the slightest movement of our hand is evidence of our soul in motion. Yet our free will is so easily overwhelmed by the dullness of everyday life. Our actions become rote and rigid, in spite of luxury and comfort. True divinity is found in the choice of leaving the stage where we all perform. People who discover this freedom unexpectedly will be struck by the terror of this revelation and become paralyzed, or worse, turn to suicide. However, if you are able to weather that storm, you will discover that there is a divine path beyond that fear. There is a chance to dismount your destiny and make something new. Something that hasn't been planned for or predestined. There is difficulty in explaining this type of acting, as it transcends our everyday choices. This isn't some banal decision choosing one career over the other, or even who I should marry. Leaving the stage, no matter how, isn't a matter of course correction. It's a rejection of the story that the creator is telling.
The writing is so good in this game. It's a shame that the combat's janky as fuck.
Ooh.
It's got that lower budget jank.
It's wedge shot. It worked.
The mystery of the Seto Manado.
I don't think I have everything I need.
The Barlow lens. Instructions. To double the magnification of your telescope, simply fit this Barlow lens to your instrument. Then operate the fine-tuners to adjust the distance between your lenses. This is easily done while looking through your eyepiece. Simply search for a position where your picture is clear and appears flat. When correctly tuned, your telescope should present a clear picture with magnificent magnification.
Finish a Lagnia pizza. Oh shit. Got one of the trophies. What does that music keep cutting out? What the fuck? I'll go to the cellar. I love the vibes in this game, Toshi. I love the vibes. Spencer Mansion vibes, Toshi. Maybe Spencer Mansion vibes. Cerebral horror, man. Sitting. Hoshi to mother flippin' Toshi. I hate that you have to keep pressing X to open this door. Oh shit. Circuit box, what the fuck? Come on. Forsaken crucifix. I guess. There's gotta be something more. No. Let's get inside there.
It worked. Jeremy?
Oh shit, that's Jeremy. Hold on, nigga. Hold on, nigga.
What the hell is going on here?
Where's the body?
Hold on, nigga.
I need the key.
Not this one.
I need the key. not gonna walk out of this now. I need to help Emily save her uncle. There's something missing.
France is missing. Okay. Toshi.
What you got there? You drawing something?
Nothing special. I'm just bored.
Do I know you from somewhere?
I remember you, Mr. Conby.
From where?
Don't touch that. Cassandra wouldn't like it. She wouldn't like it at all.
Do you know where she is?
I'd rather not talk about it. It makes me upset. Besides, she'll be back after the Feast of St. John.
You think?
Yup. It's all on the page, Mr. Conby. And many of them that sleep in the dust of the earth shall awake, some to everlasting life, and some to shame and everlasting contempt.
Definitely has a line.
All right.
I'm gonna go now, if that's okay. I don't like to stay too long in the same place. Mr. McCoffey might find me.
Hey. Is he mean to you?
Not everyone needs to be saved, Mr. Conby.
Yeah, Toshi.
You should know that.
The girl's voice actress is the same, I think. So, yeah, you're right. It's exactly like that.
There's more of that rot again. Like it's guiding me to do something. Oh, so this is where Cassandra Beauregard ended up. For some reason I thought, if I find the full set of bottles, then maybe I can make something out of the stains of rot.
Yeah.
I don't think I have everything I need.
The same vibes, Toshi.
It's another one of those strange padlocks.
Miss Beauregard, I picked up your medicine at the post office today. As you understand, it needs to be administered by the orderlies for your safety. I've put the box in Lottie's room for now, and I'm sure she will find you as soon as possible. Mr. Waits.
Illuminati, yeah. Illuminati sizzle. Illuminati sizzle.
I don't think I have everything I need. This must be that kid's room. Why does she seem so familiar?
Don't you worry, Grace. Go play your game, bleat and bellow with the others. I won't be jealous. There will be more masquerades. However, I would love it if you would finish my mask for the feast. With love, Ruth.
This place be a psychiatric home, basically, for people with psychiatric issues. So a bunch of people live here who have, like, social or psychiatric issues.
Huh.
There's got to be something more than that here. Who is that? That's Ruth. Grace. Ruth. And who's that? Is that me? That's not me, is it? Okay, that's the wheelchair woman. You can't complete this set of collectibles till you play the woman's storyline. The other female character has storyline to it. Where bleed is mask. And was it? And medicine. There's a lot of
The
Rosie, Grace, Cassandra. Where's Lois from? Lottie's room. The one floor below me. Oh shit. Did I miss something?
The medicine bottles had stains of rot on the labels, suggesting some greater shape. They just needed to be put in the right order. But for what purpose? Why did that girl look so familiar? Detective Comby just couldn't quite remember. His last few years were clouded by a drunken haze. A haze which now had turned almost opaque. Considering their shared past, Grace had every right to feel slighted, but it wasn't in her nature. She was amused. Comby didn't know what to make of the grotesque vision of the dead clerk. Was he dead, or was it all fiction?
Doctor's watch. Where's this small parlor they speak of? Small parlor. Okay.
Now we're talking.
Yes, shotgun. FNA. Shotgun fitness. Where else haven't I checked? Telling me Lois illness. Okay. Dr. Gray, clerk's office. A dead clerk.
Huh? What?
Oh, whoa, easy man. Dude, move out the way. Why do you keep getting stuck on the environment? Keeps getting stuck on the environment. You're stun locked to death. Dude, this is so shit, this combat system. It's so fucked up. You constantly get stuck on the environment.
Huh? What?
The combat is so dirty, Toshi. It's so bad. They put you in a room and you just get stun locked by enemies.
It's wedged shut. It worked.
janky combat.
Detective Carnby, how good of you to come. Let me pour you a drink.
What happened here? This place looks like it was hit by a bomb.
Welcome to the madhouse, Detective.
Thanks. Did the ceiling just collapse?
I heard it was something in the attic, something that was supposed to happen but didn't. How that could have such consequences is beyond me. The truth is, I don't know why the room looks like this. But I bet your friend Jeremy does.
You know where I could find him?
Oh, somewhere in his past, I suppose. He keeps going on about that mysterious dark man. I think he is hiding from him. Or maybe he's with him. I can't really keep up. I don't worry much. Take a look around this room. You may think it looks spectacularly devastated, but I just think it's finally found its stride. It fits perfectly with the state of this place and its loonies. The same goes for the nonsense with Jeremy. In my eyes, we finally managed to match the wild ride inside all of us.
Well, I'm happy you find the evening so harmonious. I hope you don't mind me setting things right. Jeremy's business, that is. This room looks beyond my capabilities.
Good luck, Detective. Hope to see you again soon.
Yeah. Evening, miss.
Ruth seemed like a handful. Her talk about Jeremy and the Dark Man made it sound like she might know something of importance. But ultimately, it felt like a dead end.
Can I get some more of that whiskey?
Go ahead, Detective. I don't think I can stomach any more anyway.
Am I bothering you?
On the contrary, Detective. I enjoy watching professionals at work.
Well, I better get going.
Bye now, Detective. Don't take any wooden nickels.
Alright, I'm gonna save it here and end the stream. Made a lot of progress. Good progress. Alright, Toshi. Rick, take care, man. Been going for 3.5 hours, Toshi. Should have come earlier. TC.